am Carla Ulbrich. I'm sitting in for Brad Tassell, who we have no idea if he's alive or not.
Oh, man.
Brad is on a ship in the ocean with no internet, no cell service, and worst of all, no way to buy a Diet Coke.
Oh, dear.
We would send the Coast Guard, but those bastards are all Pepsi people. We are sending thoughts and prayers for at least a Coke Zero. Let's start the show. Welcome to the Virtual Comedy Show. I am Carla Ulbrich, better known around here as Carla Mayday Malone. It's just like in the TV show Cheers, I come in and save the day. And I am a recovering alcoholic / bartender who sleeps with a lot of women. But don't tell my husband, Diane. We have a tremendous show with our reliable star, Steve Goody.
Hey.
The amazing Patty Vasquez.
Hey.
Plus, we have two acts who have internet. We couldn't be luckier to have my friend and very talented comedian, Tom Padovano. Yeah.
Hey.
And our best musical guest, don't worry, it's not me, Caitlin Evanson.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, the Super Bowl was last night, and it's always nice when the game doesn't start until the middle of the fourth quarter. There was one record set by Seahawks kicker Jason Myers with the most field goals in Super Bowl history, which is a fancy way to say this game sucked. What didn't suck was the halftime show.
Yeah.
Which featured Bad Bunny, Lady Gaga, Ricky Martin, a wedding, children, and half the citizens of the country of Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful tribute to the lovely island that is a part of the United States.
Yes.
Although Bad Bunny did grab his crotch so much, I thought a baseball game was going to break out. 90% of the show was in Spanish, so I didn't understand it. But my favorite part was when the audience threw paper towels. That just translates. Anyway. Now, did anyone watch the alternative halftime show starring Kid Rock and people?
Yeah.
Yeah. But does anyone else look at a picture of Kid Rock and these days and think he looked like Yellowstone and Breaking Bad had a meth baby? The alternative halftime show had 5.16 million viewers watching live and just over 19 million more overnight, with comments ranging from "Praise the Lord, finally a Christian show," to "Hey, that's the guy who touched my daughter." A larger amount on the daughter side. The actual halftime show only had 135 million live viewers, by which Trump standards and math is way less than 5.16. We had 5.16, much more than 135. In a related story, Education Secretary Linda McMahon has banned decimal points from public education.
All right, wait a minute.
Oh, look at that!
What's
going on?
It makes me mad that Carla is killing right now. I got internet just in time to watch her destroy, and I don't like it. I don't like it.
Brad wrote all the jokes.
I did write all those. I wrote everything she's done so far. But so now we know what works. If I write it and you say it, it works. If I write it and I say it, no one cares. So, okay, let's do this. As long as people can hear me, I'm going to try one, and then you try one, and then I'll.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't send you this whole joke. Next up,
I'll just sit over here if that's okay.
yeah, Steve, go away.
Okay.
Next up, Kid Rock will start his Freedom 250 tour, or he would if his supporting acts weren't dropping off faster than the Melania movie's ticket sales. I'll tell you. But you can be sure once his tour does get going, the word freedom will mean the freedom from seeing any acts in the show you've heard of. That'll be the freedom. They're working on a new lineup and are negotiating right now with a hologram of the late Jim Varney. That's going to be fantastic. The only problem is there are some places even virtual Ernest won't go. By the way, I met Jim Varney once. That's
Great guy.
Yeah,
At
great
camp.
guy. He was terrible. Actually, it was in a Shoney's and he was laying on a table like this. And Tim Wilson and I said, should we go talk to him? And we got up and a guy walked up and said, hey, Vern. And he goes, F off. Two guys came and grabbed this guy and drove him away. So we were glad we didn't go talk to Jim Varney. Okay, back to this.
Well, I had that same attitude when I worked at Shoney's, so I don't blame him.
You worked at Shoney's? Wow. Was Jim Varney in? By the way, once Kid Rock's show does get going, there are important things to know if you want to see the Freedom 250 tour. First, to make sure most of Kid's fans can attend, all the venues will be at least 1,000 yards from an elementary school. Second, they have a special promotion right now, half-price tickets when you show the restraining order your wife and kids have against you. And third, the show is specially geared towards people who are waiting for their 16-year-old cousin to turn 16 and get their license so they can have a date that can drive after their fourth DUI. Okay, that was too much. Okay. Now, did you like the next one, Carla? You could do the next one if you liked it.
The Wendy's?
Yeah.
Yeah. A man was arrested and found guilty after throwing a 3.5-foot alligator through a Wendy's drive-through window. Wow. Can't make this stuff up. He was charged with assault with a deadly weapon and battery on future shoes. The young woman working the window at the time, she testified that she was so scared she dropped a Frosty out of her butt.
Wait, were the future shoes Crocs?
That's right. That's right. They were Crocs. All right, no helping. Okay. We've got enough help. I like this one, so I'll tell the next one. Right-wing critics of Zoran Mamdani are blaming the New York City mayor.
Wait, start again. You're breaking up.
Oh, no. Am I breaking up still? Okay.
Breaking up.
Right-wing.
I got your.
Apparently,
Carla, take it.
Zoom prefers Carla's delivery.
That's right. Go,
I'm sorry,
Carla.
say again?
Take it.
I got your meds for you.
Okay.
Go. Carla.
All right.
Yeah. Can I wait and take the melatonin a little bit later since we were going to do it
Jerry,
at 10? and now
Jerry.
It's already
Hey,
9.
Jerry.
Okay.
We
Somebody
can
got
hear you,
mute.
buddy.
Somebody got me.
I can't find him. Hang on.
All right.
Jerry.
I
I
got
took
him.
some liberties with this. Don't get mad, Brad. 35 days ago, New York City elected socialist Zoran Mamdani as mayor. Shortly after, as you may have noticed, hell froze over. New York City has been experiencing record snow and endless freezing temperatures, and right-wing critics are blaming Mayor Mamdani for the snow melting too slowly. Also, the sun is setting too early. You want to do the next one, Brad?
You don't like the rest of that joke?
Oh, yeah, I did. I just didn't know if you wanted to come back in now that you're
Can
here.
you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Will and Grace star Deborah Messing has been very critical of Mamdani, saying in 15 years she's never seen such poor management of frigid conditions. Messing's recent ex-husband was then quoted to say, while pointing at his former wife, speaking of frigid conditions.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe I should have done that one. Carla, you're doing better. You do it. Next one.
Internal documents obtained from the Department of Homeland Security show that less than 14% of those arrested by ICE have any charges or convictions for violent crimes of any kind. When asked why that comes nowhere near the 70% of violent felons they estimated, a spokesperson for the department said, "We thought you were asking about the people in ICE."
Okay, I want to do the next one. And then you can do the really horrible joke of the week.
All right.
Unless you have one of your own. The revived Muppet Show was a huge hit this last week for Disney. The show was produced by Seth Rogen, and the pairing meant that the joke levels were higher than ever, which can also be said for Dr. Teeth and the Mayhem. Rogan said animal can inhale forever, everybody. All right, it's time for the joke of the week. Carl Albrecht, we'll pretend you wrote it.
Okay. Where does a bird come from that won't leave the front of your casa?
Where does a bird come from that won't leave the front of your casa?
Portugal.
Oh man!
That's it, Steve. You might as well join
Against
us.
my better judgment, I'm joining this.
Yes.
Hi.